Hello students, welcome to my channel Science Shiksha. In this video, we will study about different types of asexual reproduction. But before starting, if you are watching my video first time, then please click on subscribe button and also press the bell icon for more notifications. Let us start with different types of asexual reproduction. First type is fission, which is also of two types, binary fission and multiple fission. Second is budding. It has also two types, external budding and internal budding. Third is fragmentation. Fourth is sporulation, which is further of different types. First is zoospores and second is conidia. And fifth is vegetative propagation. Let us start with first type, that is fission. The division of body of a mature individual into two or more similar and equal sized daughter cells is called fission. Fission is further of two types, binary fission and multiple fission. So first of all we will discuss about binary fission. In this type, a parent cell divides, resulting in two identical cells, each having the potential to grow to the size of the original cell. Binary fission is further of different types. First type is the simple binary fission or irregular binary fission. It can also be shown in the picture that in the first type of binary fission, that is irregular binary fission, the division can occur through any plane, and the example is amoeba. Second is the longitudinal binary fission. In this type, the plane of fission passes along the longitudinal axis of the animal, and the example is euglena. And third is the transverse binary fission. In this type, the plane of binary fission runs along the transverse axis of the individual, and example is paramecium. All of these three types of binary fission are shown in the picture. Next type of fission is multiple fission. Multiple means many. It means a single parent cell is divided into many daughter cells. Multiple fission can be easily explained in case of Plasmodium. During multiple fission, the parent cell gets surrounded by a cyst. Then the nucleus undergoes repeated division to produce a large number of nuclei. Each nucleus, along with little bit of cytoplasm, forms a membrane around it. Then the cyst breaks and daughter cells are released. In this way, multiple fission takes place in case of Plasmodium. Next type of asexual reproduction is budding. In this mode of asexual reproduction, a new individual develops from a specialized internal or external part or bud of the individual having one or more totipotent cells. Totipotent cells are those cells which have a tendency to form a new organism. So, budding is also of two types, external budding and internal budding. So, first of all, we will discuss about external budding. In case of external budding, an outgrowth or bud develops from the body surface of the parent individual. The bud grows and forms a young individual. And finally, it gets detached from the body and becomes an independent individual. Its examples are hydra and yeast. So in the picture also, first the parent hydra is there. It develops a bud and then new bud grows by getting nourishment from the parent, and then the bud detached from the parent hydra to form a new hydra. In the same way, yeast cell also develops a bud, then a new bud is formed which grows and further a chain of buds is formed. In case of yeast, this chain of buds is known as the torula stage. So next we will study about the internal budding. In internal budding, specialized structures capable of forming new individuals develop inside the body of the parent. Internal budding is present in case of sponges. The internal buds of sponges are called gemmules. This can be shown in the picture also, that a gemmule consists of a mass of totipotent cells called archaeocytes, and this gemmule is also surrounded by an opaque envelope with or without the spicules. A micropyle is present on one side for the liberation of archaeocyte mass during the germination of gemmule. So in this way the gemmules takes part both in perennation and dispersal. So this type of internal budding can be easily explained in the sponges. Now next type of asexual reproduction is fragmentation. So fragmentation is the breaking of the body of the parent into two or more pieces, each of which behave as an independent individual. Fragmentation can be shown in Spirogyra. Spirogyra is an algae which has a spiral chloroplast. So in this example, a Spirogyra breaks into two pieces and then each of the pieces behaves as an independent individual. Fourth type of asexual reproduction is sporulation. The process of formation of spores is called sporulation. Now, what are spores? Spores are minute, single-celled, thin-walled propagules which have dual function of dispersal and formation of new individuals. So there are two types of spores explained in this video, zoospores and conidia. Zoospores are also shown in the picture. They are haploid, biflagellated, asexual spores produced endogenously during the favorable conditions. Here the meaning of endogenously is inside the body of the individual. So the example is Chlamydomonas. The next type is the conidia. Conidia are the non-motile spores that are produced exogenously on the special structures called conidiophores. The example is Penicillium. So when these conidia fall on the suitable substratum, then these conidia develop into the new individuals. Now last type of asexual reproduction is vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction is the formation of new plants from somatic parts or vegetative parts like root, stem, leaf or bud. In this case, flower is not involved because it is a reproductive structure. So what are the vegetative propagules? So the detachable somatic part that functions in vegetative propagation is called vegetative propagules. So examples of the vegetative propagules are runner, the example is oxalis, sucker, example is mint, tuber, example is potato. All of these are shown in the picture also. Next example is offset. This is a vegetative propagule and its example is water hyacinth. Next is bulb. Its examples are onion, garlic. Next rhizome. Its examples are ginger and banana. Next is bulbil. Example is agave. Next leaf buds. Its example is bryophyllum. So all of these are the examples of different types of vegetative propagation. So in all of these cases, the different vegetative propagules act as a parent for the formation of new individual. So in case of bryophyllum, for example, the small buds are present which grow, and when they fall on the soil or the suitable substratum, they forms a new individual. Now here is a question: why water hyacinth is called scourge of water bodies or terror of Bengal? It is because it is one of the most invasive weeds found growing wherever there is standing water. It drains oxygen from the water, which leads to death of fishes. This plant was introduced in India because of its beautiful flowers and shapes of leaves. Since it can propagate vegetatively at a phenomenal rate and spread all over the water body in a short period of time, that's why it is called as scourge of water bodies or terror of Bengal. Now here is the summary of all the types of asexual reproduction that you can read from here. And if you like my video, then please like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. So thank you for watching, and subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon for more notifications.